Hello, hello everyone! Welcome back to Dewan Pundit Indonesia, the English version. Today we have an exciting discussion about the Champions League clash between PSG and Liverpool. A game that went all the way to penalties with Donnarumma becoming the hero for PSG. And joining me today, we have our favorite football pundits. Idris,
hello,
Adi, and Kiko, and Rico.
Hello.
I heard from a little bird that today's first topic was requested by Kiko.
Kiko, of course, yeah. Exciting for us, the game. Exhausting, maybe for...
What's going on?
What happened? Is everything okay?
Trouble in paradise?
Trouble? No?
Okay, shall we continue? Okay, so let's get straight into it, I think. How painful was this loss for Liverpool? I mean, I know Liverpool had quite a tough time breaking down PSG's defense. Throughout the whole game, they struggled to impose themselves. What exactly do you think went wrong for Slots' side? Kiko?
We weren't clinical enough, but it was an entertaining game, to be honest. PSG played better in the first half. They were so strong in tight spaces in their presses. The second half, to be honest, we were the better side, but we got a lot of unlucky moments with Trent being injured and us hitting the post a couple of times. And then we didn't seem to have that energy coming into the extra time. And then obviously what happened in the penalty shootout happened. So a lot of things that we can learn from. It's Slots' first season with Liverpool at the moment. So to get this far, I can't help but keep saying this the whole season, that it's everything that happens, the good things are bonus, in my opinion. So that's why I'm not that sad with what happened, but a loss is a loss, so we carry on and focus on the next one, the Carabao Cup.
Against Newcastle?
Against Newcastle. He's all ready from today. So,
someone's already scoring the jersey.
Yeah.
But I think PSG played so well. All their players played so well. Donnarumma, man of the match, a lot of saves, a lot of crucial saves. Vitinha and João Neves and Núñez, they benchmarked Mo Salah so strongly that whatever he tried to do, it didn't work. So we need to learn from this. It was a tough match, a tough loss, but nonetheless, it was quite entertaining. So
still an entertaining match.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
He's
you can put down the bottle though.
Yeah.
So it's like fidgeting with the
He
water
kept
bottle.
After all that journey, topping the table.
Champions League table, 7 wins out of 8.
It's quite sad.
They go that Kiko said they've gone that far, but it's only like the round of 16.
It's not that
far, actually. It's not that far.
So do you like the new format? You love it now?
I love it.
Fans?
Top of the league.
But yeah, I think if you can prove yourself that you can be at the top of the Champions League table, but then go straight out on the first hurdle and the knockout, I think it will hurt, whatever the reason. And this loss is not. We know the game over 2 legs, how PSG dominated the 120 minutes, how more than 120 minutes actually, like 220 minutes. How we're gonna talk about it. How Nuno Mendes make Salah be quiet and everything. Yeah. But yeah, I think this is like the first time that Liverpool had gone out of the Champions League after winning the first leg and playing in the second leg at Anfield. I think this will hurt, and I think this is the first first penalty shootout loss also after 3 attempts, if I'm not mistaken. So credit to Donnarumma also. The way that we talk about him after the first leg, after the way that he conceded that goal against Harvey Elliott, all the talk about how he should be more aware about how the attacking team, about what Alisson did on the first leg at least. And we know that Donnarumma also for this whole season is not the Donnarumma that a lot of us knew from previous. I think he got a lot of slack also about the way he plays in the French league. But yeah, I guess with the way he made that saves in the penalty shootout, I think reminiscent of what the Euro 2020 final, the way he can read the play of the ball. I think great game for him. And Entertaining game for us neutral, but I think it will be very hurtful for Liverpool fans.
It is. I mean, PSG had quite a tough journey to the round of 16, unlike Liverpool, but they managed to somehow knock one of the biggest clubs in Europe. Was this surprising for you, Adiani?
No. It's not.
We've been talking about
nothing ever.
The journey is why the main point of PSG doing so well. From adversity, from almost not qualifying, from Luis Enrique Martinez almost losing his job, from the pressure that was building towards the end of the what do you call it? The first stage of the Champions League?
The league stage.
The league stage.
Yeah.
The league stage of the Champions League.
The league stage of the Champions League.
It actually has a league.
It's a league stage. It's a league stage. A league where Liverpool was on top, and PSG needed the
dominating
and needing that 2 last games for PSG to qualify against Stuttgart and against Man City, where the pressure was really, really intense for the players, and they I think stood out as great champions, although they're not winning the Champions League just yet. But as what we can see in the first leg, they have that control with how many shots? Fieldsy 675 over the 2 legs. It's just a shame that they only score 1 goal. but you can see Alisson has got to do all those saves. Then that is a warning sign, which is why I am not surprised with the performance that they gave us, they showed us at Anfield, the control and the new signing, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, playing like this is his 5th season as a Paris Saint-Germain player. So comfortable in that system, very fluid system that Enrique uses, of course, at the top of the attacking line, the fluidity and how Dembele now becomes the main star, man in that team. So again, this is a cultural reset that is started by Enrique Martinez after that miserable moments when you have Leo Messi, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe. It wasn't the way to go. They were trying to copy Real Madrid and signing Hollywood signings, and it's not the way to go. And actually now they realize it after 10 seasons. Finally now some common sense from the front office, the ownership. So money is not an object that I think worries them, but now they know what to do in terms of signings. They know what to do in terms of the playing style, and I think this is a cultural reset that is going to be copied by Indonesia as well with Jordi Cruyff. Just a shout out, of course. Going back to, of course,
we need to go there.
We need to. We have to. We want this show to progress. We need to say the right things. And so when you look at the style of play, and you look at players working very hard, and you look at Vitinha, what a player. The mileage that he does on the pitch, the hard work off the ball, and then when he has the ball, he has the control, the time, and the awareness of where to put the ball in situations that makes Dembele shines, makes Kvaratskhelia shines, and not to forget Bakola playing almost in the same side with Kvaratskhelia, but has that understanding between them, and coming off the bench, they have Dewey. The impact that he did in that game. And then 3 strikes of the ball that almost creates a winning goal for Paris Saint-Germain. So, and in the back line, Willian Pacho. Wow, the first leg he wasn't that good, but when you put him into a pressure cooker of a situation playing at Anfield, wow, did he progressed very well in that second leg.
Also
Nuno Mendes,
what a player. I think I followed PSG since way back when
me too.
You too.
I used to go to the park because I love Raya.
But it's on a different level of following the club. I just saw them on TV, and Adi was actually on the Parc de France. Angloma, Bruno Angotti, and everyone. We know from their history. I think PSG is one of those teams that they have that potential being the capital club and everything. And then when QSI came in, they tried to do things, Galactico style, as Adi said. I think it works for a few years in the domestic leagues. They are very, very dominant in the domestic league, but then it's a whole different ball game when it comes to Europe. Bringing in together Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar is like a dream transfer on paper, but yeah, it's different when you play on the pitch. Luis Enrique, there's a clip of him on the changing room telling Mbappe to work harder to be more for the team to get a bit more mileage, running mileage.
And Mbappe just turned on
Mbappe just
the ear.
Best in the world, best in the world.
How dare you?
Even, I mean, the embarrassing stuff from that period also when like Messi, he openly said that he doesn't like his time at PSG.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's really a PR disaster. And with what Al Khelaifi also do at the, I think it's the Madrid game or what, when he go down to the tunnel and complain, shout aloud. I think it's still there with Luis Campos in the tunnel from the first leg. From the first leg. Was it not a penalty? Yeah. He goes to the
red card
red card. It's not a penalty. I think that's still the privileged side of them. But yeah, on the pitch, it's a different mentality now. We know the region around Paris, the Ile-de-France region, they have this magnificent source of talents. They usually went through PSG, but they got distributed elsewhere. We talk about Anelka, Ben Arfa, those type of players. They all come from that region. They can have players like Doué, they can have players like Barcola in every single year. Their academy is so great. So yeah, I think this is also a testament to Enrique, what he's done. A Champions League winner with Barcelona. He got the know-how, and I think this is still a learning curve for Arne Slot. Yeah.
Going back to Liverpool for a bit, I mean, he made some substitutions, some changes on the match against PSG, but the team still couldn't take control of the game. What do you think make those substitutions ineffective?
I think the first substitution was, I can't remember if it was the Darwin Núñez substitution or Trent substitution, either one. But the Trent substitution to Joel Kwanzaa, it actually worked quite well because Joel Kwanzaa got in front of the goal. That was when we were unlucky. So that worked quite well. Unfortunately, Trent got the injury. Of course, you can't expect Joel Kwanzaa to play the role of Trent, who is very technically gifted on the ball. But with Darwin Núñez, that's when I realized, because Diogo Jota isn't creating much threat in the second half, so I was hoping Darwin Núñez came in, actually, because with Darwin Núñez, you don't know what you're going to expect.
He's just box office.
Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is.
Darwin Núñezing his way around.
Yeah, I'd buy a ticket to watch him. No, he's lethargic and, I don't know, uncontrollable, his movement is.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's why you never know what you're going to get with him. But I've always thought he's a bit sluggish on the ball, and there were moments of that when he played. Just a little bit of everything, and I think heading on to the extra time, Szoboszlai got subbed and McAllister got subbed. I don't know for what reason. Maybe we wanted to go to the penalties because Wataru Endo was there, and it was still like a 1-1 we had to win in extra time. So maybe this is a bit on Arne Slot about how he rotates the players. But yeah, I think it didn't really work quite well heading into the end of the game. So,
what could have made things better?
Question: where's Conor Bradley? Is he injured or something? Injured?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So Kwanzaa. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday.
But you have to remember the last time they won the cup playing with kids. Liverpool.
Which year was it?
The last one.
The last one? Seriously?
Klopp.
The club one?
Kloppo. Anyways. No, yeah. Looking forward for Sunday. That was the question. Sorry, go ahead.
You have to watch it on video.
Okay.
Yours truly, of course.
Yours truly. Right,
He's
so
there.
what do you think could have made things better, Adi, from Liverpool's perspective?
They should have won it in normal time.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Because if you look at the freshness of the legs of the younger players that PSG has on the bench, the likes of, if you look at the midfield, when you have Fabian Ruiz getting tired, you can go and pick Zaire Emery to come in.
And then
Desiree Doué plays everywhere, man.
Doué is a hard worker, a very technical player as well, and he almost scored that winning goal. Alisson was lucky. I think it was just inches away from hitting the corner of Alisson's goal. And I think in terms of the roster, PSG was a lot more deeper And this is what happens in that extra time where there's no control from Liverpool. Chances keeps on. I think PSG were creating a lot of great chances in front of Alisson's goal. So I think if they can't win it in that first 10 minutes, because before the goal, and I think Liverpool has a couple of chances that they have to score.
Yeah.
And after that, it was bleak for them.
Yeah.
And then the way that PSG can create situations in tight spaces using the intelligence of Ousmane Dembele, and this is Dembele we're talking about. When the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi was in the side, he was 4th, 5th choice. And now he's the main guy, and he's taking control, and he's enjoying the matches now. And I think this is a guy that I think will go with PSG very far. And if they can use him in the next round, this is going to be a very interesting player. And I think PSG still can go a lot more further.
And I think if we talk about the impact of substitutes, when I saw the numbers on Darwin, he plays after he come in on the 74th minute. I think
so.
Yeah, he only registered like 14 touches in 47 minutes of play, 1 touch in the box. He lost 5 duels. I mean, this is not the numbers you want from someone who is like 70.
You know the numbers on Curtis Jones, because I think he loses a lot of possession after misplacing a pass.
Yeah, which is to be fair, is uncharacteristic of him, because I think he plays well in the first part of the season. But maybe going out there for competition really
it's after that Everton game.
It's after that Tarkowski goal that changes everything. That
after that Doucouré thingy, everything's just
whatever that was
too much now for Curtis.
Yeah, I think 2 months ago, Abrar and Anjar made a skit about it. Like 2 months ago, the Liverpool fans are saying like quadruple this, quadruple that.
We had a skit earlier.
Yeah, they got a skit earlier.
Bahasa.
Yeah.
That was epic.
That was epic. Yeah, that's what I talked about. Yeah, but I think the optimism from last month is well justified, and I think what do you want to say, the downfall? Not downfall.
Not
I think
really
with the team, with the team like leading 15 points in the table and still has a cup final to go. I think this will be still Liverpool can still manage.
It's still a great season.
Salvage this season. It's a great season. They're gonna champions elect like the first time they will be champions with crowd in the stadium. And I think like this is the 5-year. Not anniversary, the 5-year remembrance of the first lockdown. I think that lockdown year was very, very different football. We got to be honest about that. To celebrate the title in Anfield, it's still a great season for Liverpool fans. Yeah.
And PSG is going very well too.
Yeah, 16 points on top.
And then
they have the La Classique in the weekend. Yeah.
La Classique in the weekend. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Are you doing it as well?
No.
Okay.
I am only one person.
But there's a
Sorry, what?
No, it's okay.
I am not an amoeba.
He's not everybody. He can like split himself like an amoeba.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
we need,
because if he can, he will.
The world will benefit from having 2 Adianis.
Not just 2.
once.
Everybody needs a bit.
Everybody needs a bit of Adiani.
At least one Adiani in their life.
Yeah.
So last question: how far do you guys think PSG can make it in the Champions League?
I have to say this is the big chance for them to go to the final.
They're gonna make Aston Villa next.
Yeah, but I think the system of play that Unai has in store, if they qualify after the second leg against Brugge, I think this will be an interesting matchup. And I think Unai Emery, with his experience in Europe with Sevilla, winning a lot of trophies in the Europa League, and with his past experience as the manager of PSG as well. This is going to be very, very interesting. But if you talk about, we haven't talked about the penalties.
The penalty shootout?
It's crucial. It's Darwin Núñez.
Oh.
To know why he
Shall we discuss
because a lot of fans, a lot of Liverpool fans.
We talked about this off.
Yeah. What they say is that they have no clue why Darwin went to number 2 in terms of the guys who's going to kick the ball in the penalty shootout. But I think credit to him.
Yeah,
credit to him. He has the guts to step up and take that penalty. Because I don't think like every player can do it.
Yeah, I think
True.
going back to
True.
Donnarumma and the Euro 2020 final, you remember that when Gareth Southgate went to
The
each of the
specialist.
players, yeah, they don't want to take
Take it.
take the kick, yeah. So yeah, still
He went to
credit him.
Sancho and Rashford.
He went to Sancho and Rashford not because they want to, but because they
had
have
to.
to. They had to because a lot more senior players not going there. But yeah, credit to Darwin also. But yeah, any other day maybe that's gonna come in.
Maybe.
Maybe
not. because
Yes,
It was,
maybe
it
not.
was a shocking penalty though.
an epic.
It was a
shot
shocking
over the
penalty.
bar.
But if you look
Yeah.
at the kickers from PSG, the way they are confident and relaxed and they're enjoying the moment, there's no
Yeah.
pressure. And
No,
you look
yeah.
at Vitinha, the way, the technique that he took
Yeah, yeah,
the
he
penalty.
looked-
Oh my
Almost got me,
God.
by the way.
Oh,
Almost
eye
got
contact.
me. I thought Allison was going to save that.
crazy.
Almost got me.
It was crazy. Alisson was there. He was on position to save it, but it was just too good.
Yeah.
And then you look at Dewey playing very well, very confident in taking that penalty. Dembele as well. Gonzalo Ramos just
Yeah.
coming into the game a bit
He
cold.
didn't take a touch.
Yeah,
A single
a
touch.
bit
and then
cold, but
it was
he's a
his
specialist.
penalty. Yeah, that's crazy.
So
man.
that's why it's a bit strange because you have Gakpo, you have Endo, Gravenberg, all specialists in terms of taking a penalty shot, but they didn't do it.
Mhm.
Anything else to add before we wrap the first segment, Kiko?
No.
No comment whatsoever regarding the penalties?
I mean, I agree with whatever credit they want to give to Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. I don't know. Again, I put this on Slot a bit because he has a lot of players who can take penalties who I thought was better than Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. It didn't happen, but I think they've been through a lot already, so credit to them.
Okay, well, interesting insights as always, and that's it from our first segment. We'll be back on the next episode only on DPI EV.